Hello, what's going on, everybody? My name is Chris, and you're watching Yogventures Developers Video Log number 6. In today's episode, I just wanted to alleviate some fears, make a little quick update to show you where we're at, and most importantly, I wanted to show everyone, especially the backers, the smooth terrain has not gone anywhere. It's still there. We're still working with smooth terrain. It's just being developed, isn't finished, has some bugs left to solve, and that's why I haven't been showing it in the videos recently, because it doesn't exactly show perfectly yet, and that's what I'm really striving for. I really want the terrain to be perfect, and it has to be in order for Yogventures to work the way we want it to. So I haven't been really showing it very much because I was working on things like the inventory and the equipment bar and things like that, because we want to bring the whole engine up to speed at the same time. We don't want to just focus on one thing and then maybe never get to some of the other core features that we wanted to do. But since it is such a big deal, I wanted to show everyone, to alleviate your fears. We're not making, this isn't just going to be a Minecraft clone. I mean, look at those vistas out there. Nice rolling hills, trees all over the place. Nothing looks like a cube as far as I can see. Now, that isn't to say there isn't going to be cubes. The easiest way to use a voxel engine is to use cubes and to afford us the maximum amount of ability with the digging and things like that. What we had to do is we had to compartmentalize how you do your digging, so that what I mean is we had to standardize the unit size of how big a digging is. It just can't be arbitrary. We can't just say cut out however much of the mesh we want to. We have to use a 1x1 cube. So I'm going to show you a little bit here. Now, bear in mind, like I said, things are still changing, things are still being worked on. So as you can see right there, as soon as I hit the dig button, which that button's not going to be there, that's just for development. As soon as I hit the dig button, though, you can see right through the world. I know why it's happening. I just haven't been able to fully fix the problem yet. And again, this is one of the reasons why I haven't been showing off the smooth terrain very much. But check it out. The terrain remains editable and smooth. And once I've solved the little errors that we're having here, it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be really, really fun to work with. I can't wait to see what you guys build with it. The worlds are going to be a lot more varied than this. I've just used a seed that I knew was going to be very gently rolling hills and stuff, but we'll still have the giant mountains. All of that stuff will still be available. We're just cautiously working through the problems, methodically trying to solve the issues, and trying to make Yogventures as best as we possibly can make it. So what's cool about the smooth terrain, though, some of the stuff we can show off, and yes, everyone who was curious, what's going on? There we go. We do have first person mode in, and this is like not even pre-alpha yet. This is in dev, so there are a lot of bugs that we're working on. But look how cool it is. This isn't how you're gonna knock down trees, but think about like what kind of cool traps you can set up for when you have a physics engine and smooth terrain. You could have like a bunch of logs tied up, and then you have an area you come to, and it makes a trigger happen, and then all these logs fall down and crush your players. Map Maker's gonna have so much fun having a physics engine, smooth terrain, but a voxel engine that allows you to procedurally build and dig into the terrain. That's where we're going, guys. That's what we're working towards, and that's why it's taken so long, and why we had to spend so much time getting the voxel engine working correctly underneath of the terrain, because we need it to perform the way we want it to in order to allow us to do cool stuff like building it. Now, again, I'm building right now with cubes. It's limited to cubes. That's what I've gotten finished so far, but that's not what is going to ultimately be happening. We're going to have a number of different kinds of meshes and shapes that you can build with, much more than your standard building block set, but when you were a kid, all it took was a few different kinds of shapes of blocks, and you could make all kinds of cool stuff. And that's kind of the mentality that we're taking with this. We're gonna provide you with as many cool building blocks as we can to make sure that you can make whatever kind of adventure you can imagine possible. It's just gonna take a little bit of time, and this is our first big scale game. It's our first game as a team any of us have worked on together. So there was some learning curves that we had to get over, and we're starting to really make some progress now. Once I figure out these problems that are still letting us see through the world and things like that, then I can move on to allowing for different kinds of blocks to be built with, and start getting into the real meat of the problem of how do we make tools that are good for map makers, that's going to make the building process just as much fun as the playing process. And that's what we're working towards. This is what you guys, all the backers, have really made all this possible. We can't thank you enough. And I just wanted to give you a quick video just so that you understand that we haven't abandoned anything. We're not rolling any features back. We're just not done with them yet, so I haven't been showing them off. But it's all coming, and it's all going to be really, really cool when it's done. So thanks again, everyone. And until next time, I'll talk to you later.